By the way, good job with not all that ticking.
Well, all that ticking?
Your tick, clearing your voice and all that shit.
All
that shit.
Everything. Everything. I'm a fidgety motherfucker.
They're like, man, this nigga had the same cold for years. Bitch, you got the hill. Okay.
See, I heard that hip hop was dead out here in Texas. I guess you ain't get the memo.
Look, it's K.A. beat, man.
We bringing that real shit back. Put your cups up and let's have a toast.
Here's the good music. We probably have to force them just to distribute it. Mainstream polluted, change I refuse it. I know this shit bound to start a movement. This the new Houston. Here's the good music. We probably have to force them just to distribute it. Mainstream polluted, change I refuse it. I know this shit bound to start a movement. This the new Houston. I'm contemplating as the sweet burn. Everybody singing and dancing, now it's the streets turn. Arsonist on track, I set the spark and let the beat burn. Most niggas claiming that they hold and be the least burned. This the new Houston, better make way. This the new Houston, better make way. This the new Houston, better make way. You can't do shit but witness what's finna take place. I'm sending all that whack.
Finished now, yes. Writing pages since grade school was never cool. Wasn't good at sports like black dudes. Then I grabbed the pen and went nuts like cashews. Now I'm on stage and a nigga sorta feel important. I remember doing garages, $2 a ticket. I'm working my ass off,
but you don't fucking get it. I just wanna be remembered. Did you hear metaphors on how you learn it back and forth to that package store? No attention, whore, but the people seem to ask for more. Your thoughts up in this cup, every verse it'll sing for you. Everything is believable, all your dreams in a blink or two.
Sing your moms without no job, but make you a dreamer too. Asking why only 144 that make it through. Why God, even if you try hard, you die slow. R.I.P. to my generation, spinning off this final. Booby Miles flow, God gifted. I'm trying to touch your spirit, more in touch with touching souls if you can hear it.
What's going on, everybody? Bayou City Reviews back at you one time from the University of Houston. Rhino, Bizzle, Double. Coming at you today with the homeboy DeWayne Jackson.
Youngster.
Project name?
Who is he?
Who is he? Cool. DeWayne Jackson. Who is he? Young cat. I can't even definitively say that I've even heard his name. I'm not sure. I might have, but just since it's not a rap name, maybe it just went that way. Any which way, fairly new to the scene, obviously. Young guy, first project.
Yeah.
You know, this first project, okay. We'll go ahead and hand it off to you, Bizzle, because not much background for me to give on you guys.
He hit us up.
Okay. Oh yeah. This is a submission request, guys. So, DeWayne Jackson.
Yeah, man, I'm glad he hit us up, man. It was one of my favorite projects we've covered so far. I would say this project, I was more entertained than a lot of the other projects we covered. I like his flow. He's not necessarily a backpacker, but kind of like a authentic stoner / fucking skater or something. I really can't. You really can't throw him in a bunch. He got a tight little flow, man. He got a nice, good ear for beats. I really like how he does the little screw voice, like he a rapping screw, and also do it in the high pitch, like
Kendrick.
No, fucking what's a cartoon? Goddamn. Alfie and the Chickmunk. Motherfucking Chickmunk going.
Alvin and the Chickmunk.
Alfie? I don't know. Whatever. Alvin and the Chickmunk kind of, he had like a high pitch. A high pitch and a screw voice. But man, the shit was dope. I thought it was real dope. It's only 10 tracks, man. I wish he would have pumped out a few more. I know they're not too big on the long shit, but I'm starting to become accustomed to it. And his shit's pretty good, so I would have liked more more shit from him. Yeah, so after that.
Overall, I like this project, man. I didn't know it. I didn't just like it. I actually loved it. You know, he just comes off a regular old 18-year-old kid who's trying to tell you about his dream of being a rapper.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's a good way to put it.
You know what I mean? Because when I walked away from this and you asked the question, who is he? I think I have a pretty good idea of who this guy is.
Yeah.
You know? Dope, man. Flow. I don't consider, man, I don't really consider him an acrobat. But I kind of look at him like I looked at Les. That he didn't really need to, but he did have some clever wordplay.
For sure.
But he's not that type of rapper, but he don't need that though. Everything that he spit was like on point.
Yeah. He got his own little style.
Yeah, and I find him to be a very good technical rapper.
Yeah.
I mean, his style is his style, which I don't have any problem with. But just the way he is as a rapper, I feel like he's very fine-tuned for someone who's very young.
Fine-tuned. I was gonna say the production along with this, I mean, really brought the project to life.
Man,
Well, it fits him.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean, the production with what he did really like captures.
You know what I like too? He doesn't have that stereotypical Houston sound, but he incorporates Screw into his own sound.
Yeah.
And it fits perfectly. The transition from regular voice to Screw voice to Alfie, it's like, it's seamless.
I knew it was someone with an A, man.
I'm just joking.
I couldn't bring it all around.
But and another thing, for someone to be so young, to have a strong message in your music, unlike someone like Rouge, who's just rapping and all he says is empty calories. This dude had a serious message in his fucking music. Not your fucking pretentious shit. Not posturing. An actual good message. Spiritual, down to earth. He doesn't beat you over the head with it.
I never really thought message. I thought more of a, like I was mentioning earlier, you can tell music is his vice. Well, that's how he cleanses his soul by fucking telling you what he's going through, kind of deal. I didn't really
How
get
is
a
that his
message.
vice?
I get what you're
You
saying.
mean his device? His actual.
I guess.
Well, I think what he's trying to say is
shit,
opposed to a message being in there.
Yeah, I didn't get a message.
Explain what you're saying.
The message I got from it was, as far as
Chase your dreams. Kind of, yeah.
That's the message I got. That's
I
it.
can understand. I didn't get that.
No doubt. Anyway, what you think overall?
I loved it. Loved it.
Hell yeah, man.
The first song, I was listening to it, and you know, just like we all make references to he sounds like such and such, I was like, man, I hear a pretty good bit of Kendrick influence in there. Sure enough, very next song, he says Kendrick. I was like, whoa.
That's the one knock I have against it, though. I want him to be his own person.
I didn't get that at all.
I definitely got
anything. The first person jumped to my head was Wale, and he fucking mentioned Wale. in the song.
no.
I didn't get
Because-
Kendrick at all.
Because
he
on the
also-
very first song, like on that, you know how Kendrick does that shit with his voice that.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
like on
thing.
that swim pool song.
I heard that on the first song, if I'm not mistaken. And I was like, that sounds a little Kendrick influence. And again, very next song, he backdoored and said something about Kendrick. Mentioned Kendrick a few more times throughout the deal. So you can tell he's Kendrick influenced in that style of music as
I
well.
didn't get that at all.
But before I forget to touch on it, to be 18 and to be able to convey that like he did at 18, to me, with anybody in any genre, if you're 18 and you execute something that well, says a lot.
Hell yes.
I could not imagine being 18 years old, you know what I'm saying, and put something together that well.
Let me say this, because what I have to say about it is overly positive, so let me get my negative out the way. I like the fact that he's not afraid to say he's a fan and being influenced by other stuff, like say he has posters on the wall of his idols and stuff like that. The only thing I would want him to be careful of, in which I feel like it's almost fitting for someone who's so young because they're impressionable and this is what they do,
Yeah.
just be careful to make sure you're not copying someone else's style. Because I remember when DMX said he doesn't listen to anybody else's music when he records for inspiration because he don't want to be compared to anybody.
Same here.
Be careful, because to me it stands out.
Yeah.
It's not a problem, but be careful. You want to be DeWayne Jackson. You don't want to be Kendrick Lamar Jr.
Correct.
All right, that's the only thing that I would say. But other than that, good ear for beats for what he wants to do.
The production brought the whole thing to life. Man, it was perfect. Perfect mesh of production and lyrics.
10 songs gave you everything. In 10 songs, everything. Told a story, got introspective, chick songs, just kind of throwaway songs, message songs, everything. I don't think he has a single. He didn't have that.
No.
But he, as far as just a good conceptual album of introducing who he is.
Yeah.
Because like you said, we don't have that much background on him. The only thing we have to go on is this. Great job.
In 10 songs, I mean, it felt like 15 or 20 in a good way.
In a good fucking way.
Yeah, it was only 10 tracks. Like,
it went by fast to me though.
He put so much in those 10,
man,
that it probably would have taken most people a lot more songs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was. Damn. I mean, I don't know who else he's got working with him. I mean, obviously there's some
features.
There's some.
That's dope.
There's some producer names on here.
Right.
Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Producer wise, I liked it. It's not really my style. Like, I wouldn't want to hear these producers with anybody else. They fit good with him though.
Yeah.
You know who I would want to hear him on a track with though? Nino Gotti and YJ.
Oh yeah.
Hell
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. He kind of got that backpackers vibe, but not really.
But I agree though. It is kind of backpackers because he doesn't say anything about any drugs or selling drugs. Nothing about no gangster shit. Kind of like YJ and Nino. No pimp shit. None of that shit. He just wants to be.
He ain't talking about selling them.
That's what I'm saying. None of that fucking like selling drugs and shit. His overall goal is just to be a dope MC.
Yeah.
Period. Like you can tell, like rap is his shit. You know. Yeah. But
I dug it a lot.
Yeah, I like the fact. Hey, man, hold on. He had this one song here with this chick, man.
Yeah.
That bitch jammed, dog.
Man. It was at the end, right there.
God damn it.
I was trying to look for it myself.
But I don't want to take too long with it. But he had a song. Oh, you know what? I don't remember because he didn't credit who was doing the singing. Because I was looking for that because we missed that with Prestige, and I didn't want to miss it with DeWayne Jackson. So I was looking. It wasn't credited. I don't know if it was actually part of the beat that he actually just got from somewhere and then have the credits there. But yeah.
Is it the I Promise?
I Promise. It is I Promise.
Yeah.
I Promise.
Oh yeah, it says featuring D Asia.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that then. I missed that.
Me
Okay,
too.
okay, no doubt. Well, then he did. My bad thing. He did give her credit.
That was throw.
Excuse me. But yeah, I like that, man.
I like Biking a Dream a lot. I like that was a tight little story to me.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Well, remember in Prestige when I said that I don't really give a fuck about somebody's story about their relationship, but he does it in a way that makes me want to listen to it. Mm-hmm. I don't really care. I'm not 18 years old.
Yeah. Right.
But so you could tell like he's coming from an 18-year-old perspective, but he does it so dope that I would listen to it.
Yeah. And it's just how he talks about it too. He doesn't talk about it in a way that's like
immature.
Yeah.
He's not immature at all.
Yeah. It was pretty creative how he talked about it and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like a bitch, I ain't gonna bar you, but she told me I was gonna miss her. Goddamn, she was right.
Yeah, and
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
See, because Gillette did that too. I like the fact that he can speak on stuff, and he doesn't have to like. He's not afraid to say something negative about himself that might not put him in a great light. Because he was saying like I wasn't good at sports like the other black guys. Yeah. I remember when walking down the hallway and being a rapper wasn't the cool thing to do. Uh-huh. I'm like, yo, yeah. I mean, he's not trying to be like the coolest person ever. He's like, man, that was one point in time people didn't think I was cool. Talking about how he don't have no damn car. You know, he's not out here balling. He has to do chores. He
made a bus stop reference too, didn't he? Like Rob.
I don't know if he made a bus stop.
There was some sort of bus.
I know he no. Well, I don't know if he made a bust up. I know he did say something like one of the quotes that stuck to me. We talk about quotables. Was when he said that if you were to see your mom unemployed, it'll make you a dreamer too. And I thought about that. I said, "Yo,
that's hard.
That's dope, man." This dude's
was
18.
that on I Cry too?
No, that was on. Damn it! I want to say
Dwayne's World.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Make You Happy. Wasn't that it? Because he was trying to make his mom.
I don't know, bro. I really don't know. I really don't know. But
yeah,
he had some real good like quotes in there, man. Where I was just like, damn, this is coming from a young dude, man. Like, I don't know if it's like something that he's heard, or even when he started talking about, you know, the 144,000 that only made it in.
Yeah, I caught that too. I caught that.
144,000 in Revelations. Yeah, it says it in Revelations.
So he's like, damn, I ain't got a chance anyway.
His spirituality, man, on here is not overbearing.
Yeah, and that's why I was trying to point out the vice. But I guess when you said device, that was a better way of saying it. His advice, he really points out his daily struggles. The struggles of going to church. His grandma wanted him to go to church. Every time he go to church, the preachers ask him 1,000,001 questions. Everybody want him to go to college, do this and do that. Well, all he wants to do is sit and fucking do music.
Yeah.
So you can see it's weighing on his heart, and he's, I guess, at a crossroads or whatever, trying to prove to his mom, like, look, I'm actually doing pretty good. Look at these people on the magazines and
the song,
shit like that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm done.
The song was How I Learned.
Okay.
Both of those quotes came from How I Learned. But
and I think now that we're all kind of putting it together here, I think the balance. I think he's probably talking about that because remember we talked about all the school references he made.
Sure.
Like I didn't sign up for classes on time, and school and music and making her happy.
Yeah.
I think it's probably one of those stories where like she wanted him to go to school, make something of himself.
Yeah, he says
I gotta
clear as
stick
day.
with this shit. Yeah.
he also says that his mom is not ashamed to say what school he goes to now, which I'm assuming he doesn't go to school because he's actually making something from his dream. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because he does say that, you know, his mom wanted him to go to school and he missed registration, all that stuff. But at the end, or I think it was I Cry Too, which I love that song.
Yeah.
That's when he makes that statement like, well, she's not ashamed to say what school he goes to. Because he's actually fulfilling his dream. I like that, man. This is a very, we've been talking about lesbian positive.
Yeah.
You want to root for this fucking guy, man.
You know who else I called it a little bit of influential-ish in there too? Correct me if I'm wrong. It could be tripping. Did y'all catch a little bit of Lupe in there? No, am I wrong?
I didn't say you're not wrong. I didn't catch it.
Yeah,
I didn't catch
I
this
didn't
one.
catch the Kendrick thing until you mentioned
The
it.
Kendrick thing was really obvious to me.
To me, it was,
It
yeah.
was really obvious
I didn't catch it.
that he's Kendrick influence.
Representation, great.
Personally, I wouldn't mind him as a representation.
I know.
Because I mean, it would have like nothing to do with it. It would be one of those, whoa, he's from Houston type deals. So definitely wouldn't have a problem with that. The grade on it, and especially this is his first project. We know that for sure.
I mean,
Well, or did he specify it when he submitted it?
he just said that this is mine. I would think so.
I bet you it's his only project.
It says, who is he?
18.
Who
Yeah.
is he? You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, so shit for your coming out project, and new dude, A+.
Really?
Straight up, A+.
Off top?
What
not
the
mad
hell?
at
What
that
the
one.
hell?
I'm not
What
mad
the
at
hell
that.
was wrong with it? There was
I'm not mad
nothing
at
wrong with it.
I'm not mad at
It was.
you.
It was
I'm
perfect.
not mad at you.
You talk about some stuff that
I'm not mad
it was
at you, dog.
perfectly executed from an 18-year-old kid's coming out joint.
And the fact that he's 18 is impressive, but just let's say he didn't even have an age. Let's say he was 25 years old. It would still be fucking dope. It's just the fact that he's 18
Right.
makes it that more impressive. Though.
Pretty much that's what amps my grade up.
The age.
I mean, not that I was gonna give him like a C and 18
right.
bumps into yeah,
Right.
yeah. But the age, how well it was executed, and to me, the main thing I was impressed by is just how well the production brought what he was saying to life so much. It perfectly captured.
He knew what he
everything.
wanted to do
It
for this.
perfectly captured it.
He knew what he wanted to do.
I mean, to the T. A+.
That's a hard question for me.
Because you be hating.
I automatically give him an A. I think I'm just gonna stick with A. I'm not gonna give him an A+, just because.
That plus means a lot. I feel you.
Cause even though I liked it a lot, hands down, I probably listened to this more than any other thing that we've listened to. We've covered.
This week or overall?
A mixture of both.
Okay.
For sure this week, but I've been jamming him a lot. I would have kind of liked to see more. I feel like he really hit on the same topics as far as the school, grandma and shit like that. I would like to see him cover more concepts or different ideas or whatever other things he's going through other than school and
Well, I think
church.
that'll come as he grows.
That's what I would like to. If I gotta say something negative, can I do me, son? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, can I throw that in there though? He's only 18.
That is true. That is true.
So-
but we can't put everybody's age in content when we give them an evaluation. If I gotta give them an evaluation, that's what I'm gonna give it off.
That's fair.
Representation. Although I don't know if I want him the face of the H. Representation is great, but the face of the H
He might not be your
difficult.
first choice. But
There you
if
go.
he was
Yeah.
the biggest rapper to come
Yeah.
out of Houston,
Okay, when you put it like that, I won't have no problem with
There's
it.
definitely always
But-
two ways to say it. Yeah.
Because let me get this clear. When we say the face of Houston, I think of the number one dude who puts the whole H on his back. He is the absolute face. Everybody looks to him like
if
he's
he
a
was
Scarface.
if he was the biggest rapper, when you say Houston, you think, damn, the biggest dude coming out of Houston right now is DeWayne Jackson.
Yeah.
How would you
The
feel?
way I take the face is the most popular.
Yeah,
popular.
because we're not asking you if you would choose him to be your face, because I mean,
I visualize it different. But yeah, when you put it like that, I wouldn't have a problem with that. Not one bit.
yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I always get you, you know.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You being considerate, you know what I'm saying?
try,
Unlike
try.
some people around
I
here.
try. Face of the city, dog. I would actually love if this dude was the face of the city. Like, I would, if you're looking for someone that with a different sound, that's gonna bring something totally different, but still represents Screw in his own little way, I gotta choose him. I'm not choosing him over Propane, but I don't have a problem with him. I would choose him over Prestige. You know, and you know how I feel about
Whoa.
Prestige's music. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
That is very.
Yeah, but
I like to see them collab on a track. That would
no
be
doubt,
dope.
no doubt. As far as a grade, I reserve my A pluses for those that I consider classics. That's just me.
Fair enough.
So I'm giving it an A.
Very fair enough.
I'm giving it an A. But because I don't think it's a classic. I think it's a, man, I want to hear what the fuck else. I want to hear
That's
his next
how
shit.
that's
dog.
how I feel. Like
I want to hear where he
some
goes from
part of
this.
me think he's gonna burn me on the second one, and I'm gonna be
Nah,
disappointed.
man.
I just got that in my gut.
Because
I hope it's not
Let
true.
me tell you.
That's why I'm like.
Let me tell you why I don't think so. Because if he's speaking on his life experiences on this one, I feel like he's going to do the exact same thing.
yeah.
Later
Well, you know,
on.
I don't think he's gonna do the sophomore slump.
I
See,
mean,
that's
neither,
what
dog.
I'm worried about. You know, on
think
sophomores,
so.
people try to go a different direction or whatever.
And again-
that's what I kind of worry about.
The fact that he's 18, like, I think people who go through sophomore slumps, is my opinion, are typically people who are a little older, right? So they put everything they've already learned and everything out there, and they're not so much still growing as a person. I think he's 18, so he's still growing. growing and learning. So I don't think he's gonna have a sophomore slump.
I think as long as he stays in tune with himself and leave the other influences out, he'll be all right.
Yo, another thing, do not sell your soul. Please. You make great music. I don't think, do you think he can make good dumb music?
No.
I don't think he can. He's too, I don't know. I just don't.
Too deep.
He's
very
he is,
detailed. I don't think he's the biggest lyricist, but he's very detailed. Like he paints a good picture, but he's not a big lyricist. That makes
no, I don't think
sense.
so either.
And as far as what you said, like leave the influences out. Like don't not be influenced.
Well,
but what he's
influenced.
saying is,
don't let it alter you.
Yeah.
But he's young though. It's that for him to have the Kendrick feel to him, it makes sense to me because he's 18 years old.
Yeah, be influenced by people, but make sure DeWayne Jackson sounds like DeWayne Jackson. Make sure not everything you put out is man, he sounds like Kendrick. Man, he sounds like Kendrick.
Don't do
Make sure you start to hone in on DeWayne, but be influenced by your favorites. That's fine.
He will as he gets older.
But hone in on DeWayne.
He will as he gets older. Any last words?
Thanks for the submission. Thanks a lot for the submission. So that's cool. Is this the first submission one we've done?
Reviewed.
Is this the first submission? So cool. Awesome. Keep it up, man. Looking forward to it. Thanks a lot.
I absolutely agree with everything, man. I look forward to seeing what else you put out. Shoot us more music. Everything dealing with this cat, man. Y'all go check him out, man. He's making good music. Facebook, Twitter, everything out there, man. Check us out, check him out. Everybody else we've covered, man. It's a lot of music in these Houston streets, man. Don't miss out. There's so many cats that have come up to me and these fellas saying thank you, because a lot of these cats I never knew existed. This one person told me yesterday she stopped listening to Houston music years ago, and thanks to us now she's listening to fucking Propane and Prestige and all these other cats, and is now back in love with the Houston scene. So keep doing it, keep being involved in what these people got going on.
Wow.
And hey, let's do it.
Last words from me. As always, just thank you for the support. We appreciate it. Keep sending us music, man. We'll put you on the list. We'll get to it. It took us a while to get to DeWayne, but we're going to get to you, man. That is why we are here for that, for that purpose, to get your review done. So we got a long way to go, man. A long way to go. Anything else?
Well, I'd like to say, as far as all the thank yous and everything, about how we don't want to get into names and forget anybody, but I'm gonna do one personal shout out. Thank you to Maddie for the article on Examiner.com.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you for that article. We didn't ask for that. We weren't expecting it.
Hell no.
So thank you for the kind words and writing an article about us on your website, Examiner.com. Thank you,
check
Maddie.
her out. She got some pretty dope blogs, man. She's not just covering us. She's covering everything in these Houston hip-hop streets, man. She's a good source, good resource for any kind of music, anything popping in this city, resorting to this music shit. Check her out, man.
Yeah, we'll put our link up to that article for you guys to go read.
Maddie also put our videos on her website.
Yes.
Shout out. And
Yeah.
if we're gonna do that, then we gotta shout out Drink Epidemic too, because they were the first ones to really shout us out. Day in the Dream too. Can't leave them out.
Drink Epidemic.
This is why I don't even want to say names, because so many people.
Well, I was only gonna say.
But you can't. But you can't do that, because a lot of people have shown us a lot of love.
No, but that was just due to the article. So thank you, Maddie, for the article.
But there's a lot of love, and we appreciate it. That's why we say y'all know who y'all are. There's a long list from artists to bloggers, everything.
Yes.
Anyway, we're done here. Bayou City Reviews. DeWayne Jackson. Who is he?
Smoking perfect.
Subscribe, like, comment, email, holler, Bayou City Reviews.
When I first heard this, I fucking hated this shit. And I was just like, why in the fuck? When I first heard it, I was like, man, who in the hell listens to this? The second time I listened to it, I was like, I really want to know who the fuck listens to this and how he got big. The third time I listened to it, I was like, you know what?
Scholarship gone, and now your mom mad and she ain't trying to hear your song. You just wanna show her every blog that you won. That's my friends, mama, I swear I ain't doing wrong. Seems like religion starts, get you locked in a beam, dreaming of beamer, scuffed up sneakers, dodging a pound, finding a Gina. It's like the lighter they get, they only wanna tease ya. It's like the closer I get, I'm only sinking deeper. Shit, they gotta play. She like I had been down, so if you make it, can I stay? Still living in my dreams, but my goal's so far away.
Boy, I like the way you talk to me. I like the words you're speaking. Don't be shy, I'm right here. Just tell me what you're thinking. Maybe we're on the same page, but we're not communicating. Keep it real with me, baby, and I can be your lady, I promise.
It's like we argue, then we make up. To tell the truth, I